Oh. Do me a favor. Introduce us to Doug. As long as I've
let's
got you
go
on.
get my friend Doug. He comes to all the car shows with us. I knew him for 42 years before he passed. We did 22 years in the military together.
U.S. Navy, correct?
Yes,
Very
U.S.
good.
Navy. And so Doug comes out and enjoys the car shows with us and drives with us up in the front when we're out here getting our wares for sale. And so we have a good time.
Now, how many years have you and Doug, and I'm sorry, I don't have your friend's name.
That's TJ Williams.
TJ, how long have you guys been coming to Carlisle?
This is my first time. His dad was an area founder of the show.
Very good.
Back in 1970, started it in 70, 71, 72. That's his dad, and he was just a kid then, and so he was part of it.
Okay, very good. What's his dad's name? Do you know?
I don't know his full name because I just always called him Mr. Williams.
There you go. No worries.
Mr. Williams, interesting thing with his dad was that he was part of the White Sands, New Mexico nuclear testing, where they dropped the bombs on the soldiers.
Yes.
And when I knew him, I always tell this story because it's so interesting. His watch, after about 3 or 4 days, would start running backwards.
Wow.
And so that's part of that part. And he used to come out here. He would bring all kinds. He's got spaces still. Even though he's passed on, so we still keep that going.
Good.
And he's got 4 spaces over here, and of course, it's earlier vehicles.
Yes.
Early vehicles, Model A's, 32, 34, that kind of thing.
Yes. Yes. Oh, this is great. Mike, thank you very much.
Anytime.
And Doug, I appreciate it.
Anytime I can help with, just call me and I'll come out and fix your car.
You got it. Thanks much.
Okay, have a good day
and
now.
You have to bring Doug, too.
Oh, I always, we never leave Doug behind.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, see you guys later.
You got it.
Oh, yeah.
Has he been coming here?
1970, because Miller Boys Brothers wanted to do 2 years to see if it would work or not.
Right.
It officially opened in 72, and in 74 is our 50th year, so they made sure it was going good. My dad and I were the first 100 vendors here to set the show up. He was state highway man, so they were going to put the spaces right up to the building stuff. He said, no, you can't do that. You need a place to get the fire trucks, ambulances, and police through everywhere. And as time went on, to give another thing, these white lines weren't here.
Right.
When they paved this off the turnpike, my dad set that up for them with their help. They came in and ran the excess old stuff in here.
Oh, perfect.
When they did that, they were over the lines and people complained. So they put 2 to 3 feet out, depending on 30-foot space from center to center.
Yeah.
28.
Wow. Jeez.
So I always tell people you clear out to the white line. That's legal.
Yep.
And
this is part of 81 South. I love it.
Another thing we had.
In other words, all roads lead to Carlisle.
Yeah. We had a prisoner get out of prison, state prison, I don't know where. He knew some people. He had 60,000 cash on, I believe. Loaded down with weapons ammunition. He killed an elderly man and his wife. They had a battery business with a box truck. That's how he got into place. A box truck, his batteries, and he pretended to sell them over there, far side, to his National Guard.
Yeah.
All the areas around here, the entrances were FBI. They knew what happened. They had him tracked the whole way from prison. They were all at the gates like us.
Yeah.
Everywhere. They got over there and started pushing people back. There was a gunfight.
Oh my gosh. What year was that? Do you remember?
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, that's Bill.
Yeah. I've seen hurricanes. I've seen tornadoes. We've had tornadoes go through here. I've seen tents and everything go up in the air. Yeah. We had floods, you name it.
Yeah.
One year we had snow going sideways. My parts were all covered, and the guys walked in. You got that part there? I noticed this. I'm sitting in the back of my homemade camper in my truck, just taking money in.
Yeah.
They knew where everything was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. That's back in the days.
The grandstand used to be all wood.
Yes.
In the back of, or underneath it, where they had all the cook areas, and that left side only. The rest was never opened up yet.
Oh, okay.
And there's an opening about as wide as 10 feet. You get back in there, a little warm area during the bad area time. And we took spools where the wires were on, rolled them in there, set them down. That's where we ate. We brought our own fold-up chairs.
Jeez.
There's a piece.
That was before the chicken dinners?
Everything.
Yeah.
And what happened is there was a fire there. We got to the point we had everybody had felt tips. We started signing our names on the plywood board. So and so, this is our vending. This is the time we came.
Yeah.
And my dad was a gasket man, so that's what he put up. And I put up Model A Fords.
Ah.
100 of the vendors we started out. We had all our names on that before cards and stuff, and it was all nice and neat. And some guys, did what they wanted, but
Yeah.
that's when the grandstands burnt down. Nobody took it out.
Oh,
That
what
was
a
history
shame.
lost.
Oh. But
No
now
pictures.
it's being preserved because you're telling us the story.
No, there's no pictures of it or anything.
Yeah. But we'll live on in memory.
IN stands for infield, or IA, IZ. That's the infield only. They used to have horse racing here. Back in the day.
Right.
But then the horse racing gave out. They had stock car racing.
Yes.
Then they had midget racing.
Uh-huh.
Then they decided they left everything original as they could till it wore out, whatever. And then they just said, we'll take it all down.
Yeah.
Now, another factor is there was an Indian, a gunny sergeant. I don't know his name. Retired gunny sergeant, Marine Corps. He came in here, and it was somewhere in the infield, from the buildings out. I think it was right about the middle. He put his tent up, his home.
Yeah.
I think it took about 8 spaces, both sides, total. Set it up like a teepee,
Yeah.
entrance, emergency entrance in the back,
Yeah.
and he did jewelry. And
Very
everybody
good.
complained. They came in and said, he can't do that.
Why?
Full-blooded Indian. This is my home. Where my tent sits, I live.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the United States.
Yeah.
I want to go to the creek, I want to go to this river, I fish.
Yeah.
I want to eat some bear or deer meat, I go to the woods.
Yeah.
He lived quite a while, and I learned quite a bit from the man. His main problem was everybody go try and get in his tent. They'd pull the front flap up, always.
Yeah.
So he put the entrance in the back only where he knew it was.
Smart move.
Then his son came and did the same thing for a while. I don't know if he's still here or not. I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
One off the record, next to him, about 5 tents down, a couple rows over, we had a guy that made his camper or something into a tattoo parlor. Okay? So
Okay.
we would see everybody getting tattoos.
Yeah.
Women naked, anywhere. I'm not exaggerating, but anywhere.
Yeah.
On the body.
Yeah.
We saw it
Yeah.
happen.
Welcome to Carlisle.
Okay, you had Hell's Angels in the far corner over there.
Uh-huh.
Gate 1.
Yeah.
I think it was the Blizzards. I think that was their name, something like that, out of New York.
Uh-huh.
They were down in this area here. They didn't cross paths. Carlisle was worried about them getting in fights and shootings here,
Yeah.
and they kind of made a truce while here. We stay that side
Yeah.
of the grandstands, you stay this side.
Uh-huh.
Well, we want to get parts too, so they said, okay, we're going to migrate certain times.
Oh,
After that, we stay
jeez.
the same way. They had, they took the president. He's on a trike with his girl in the back,
Right.
mostly undressed.
Uh-huh.
Then they had the secretary behind him, or her, and then they had another trike, 3 of them in a row, the treasurer. They had the money. Then the fourth one had a trike with a card on it.
Yeah.
The treasurer had paid for it. The fourth guy go pick it up. The president watched everything happen. Secretary wrote it down. So I'm standing there, over there, in the same row, and I was 17, 18 at the time. And there's 3 or 4 55-gallon drums sitting up on the asphalt. One had water, one soda, the other one had beer, and the one had hard stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a bonfire, which is illegal as heck, going there. And
By the way, we're not looking in back of you.
And what happened is, there's a guy laying there with his feet close to the fire. The log fell down next to it, and his pants are catching fire, and his boots are kind of smoking.
Yeah.
I said, "Aren't you going to move his leg?" He says, "No, he'll move it when he gets hot."
Yeah.
2 buses. Front bus was more or less the kitchen, going in and out. You tell them at the front what you wanted. Their gang, not us. Their gang. They went in the front, got the order, and they come out the back, delivered. Another bus. It's shaking and rattling and rolling back there. I said, "What's going on there?" He said, "You don't know?" He looked at me, he said, "You thirsty?" I said, "Yes." He said, "How old?" I said, 17. He says, "You can have water or soda."
Yeah.
Thank you. He says, "Well," "I'll let you have a beer, but you drink it while you're here."
Yeah.
Okay. I said, "Okay."
Yeah, cool.
And what do you like? Well, I told him, pulled it out. I will put it, when they were here, they mellowed somewhat. They came down to our level, stay out of trouble, and get what they wanted.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Don Garlitz, I know him personally.
Yep.
I know the van he drove in, light blue, tinted windows, even part of the windshield so you cannot see the man.
Uh-huh.
He would go around different places. We sell speed equipment for the V8 flatheads, early Chevys and stuff.
Yeah.
I want this, I want that, I want this.
Yeah.
The guy in the back seat would get out, pay me, and the guy on the other side go around and pick up the parts. I got talking with Don, and I must have hit his good side because he put the window down a little bit and we talked eye to eye.
Yeah.
And nobody's around, he put it down so I saw his entire face.
Very good.
Years later, my wife and I went to Florida. He has a museum down near Ocala.
Right.
Been there many times. And through knowing him, and I know Shirley Muldowney, Connie Coletta, Jungle Jim, I know them all.
Yeah.
I used to race with those guys.
Bruce Larson always
I knew
is
him
here.
too. Also, they all went to Tipton Speedway in Altoona, PA. That's where I learned all this.
Yeah.
They used to put them in a circle, and we go back in there and have a bonfire after the races and just sit and drink and enjoy life. There again, only beer.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
But here, trying to think. Okay, Dawn was there, but I took my wife to Ocala. You have to excuse me, I take about 20 pills a day for PTSD from the service. And my mind goes blank, to be honest with you. But took my wife, we lived in California, or Florida for a number of years in the Phillip military in Florida bases. They were down in Ocala, so we used to go out every weekend running around. I got down there and found his museum.
Yeah.
And I said, "We're going here." She went along with it.
Uh-huh.
We pulled in. I walked through the museum. I could see him over there walking around.
Yeah.
A third of the museum was blocked off with big tarps or big, what do you call them, theater curtains pulled across.
Okay.
But I heard people behind talking. Okay, he's having a party or something. We're walking around. He gets over and he sees me. He comes up front. "How you doing, Tim?" My wife looks at me like, "You know him?" And he said, "Come on back. We're having a party. You're welcome."
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah, that's from here.
Oh gosh, Carlisle's amazing.
You meet the true people. We want love. We want friendship. We want peace.
And we want cool car parts for reasonable.
This takes our mind off everything.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
We all talk car here.
Oh, yes.
So common language.
Yep.
TJ, now do you prefer Tim or TJ?
He's the only one that could call me Willie. Everybody else in service call me TJ.
You got it.
My name is Tim Williams.
Very
The
good.
business I've had all these years is Tim Williams Antiques, Model A's, Hot Rods, or Originals. That's what I do.
Fantastic.
My knee got hurt, so I just shut the business down. It's now hobby select business.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Yes.
And I'm still at it, but I've cut way back. I'll be 73 in August.
Oh my gosh, happy birthday. You look
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
So, thanks for coming in. I do
I've had a
appreciate it.
broken, well, not knee, but it happened. I fell in my garage and almost broke my knee, and it took 3
Oof.
operations in the past 18 months to get it done.
Oh gosh.
In the Navy, I was in a carrier. Plane came in and crash landed, and I broke my neck going into the rescue net where I jumped off the ship to get it out of the way.
Wow.
Titanium ladder, cadaver discs, my lower back's all messed up. I don't feel my feet.
But you're still coming to
I'm
Carlisle.
alive. Thank you,
I
Lord.
love it. I
Thank you,
love it.
Lord.
Thank you very much, Tim. I do appreciate it.
I think I told you it's my 50th year being married.
Yes. To the same woman, I love it.
She's amazing. I
That
married
is
my,
great.
I can say it now, I guess, my high school
High school
sweetheart.
sweetheart.
She's a valedictorian, so I got top notch. She's a retired nurse, so I'm covered both ways.
Perfect. Cool
Have a
beans.
good day, man. Nice
Thank
meeting
you, Tim.